A fresh World of Warcraft Cataclysm private server. I told you, 2023 is gonna be the year of Cataclysm, and it's happening as soon as January 2023. Whitemane's Maelstrom Cataclysm server has been announced officially now, and it's launching on the 20th of January. What a coincidence, they're announcing it just 2 weeks after I shot the video talking about Maelstrom Cataclysm being probably cancelled. Wonder if they watched my video. So it's happening when you go to whitemane.gg, Whitemane's official website. Instead of Deuce, the classless server, now there's information about the Cataclysm. So it is indeed happening. And I know many viewers on my channel have been waiting for this for quite a while. I'm looking at you, Blair. There's some brief info on the Whitemane website. I'm not going to go through this because that would generate just more question marks than answers. They actually have it all explained in more detail on their Discord server. So that's where I'm going right now. Cataclysm, but better. Maelstrom is an upcoming Cataclysm realm coming January 2023. It is a realm that has been worked on for years. Countless of bugs were fixed. Thousands of changes were applied by a team of experienced developers. Maelstrom is going to offer classic Cataclysm experience with some quirks and changes. XP rate times 2 from level 1 to 60 and times 1.5 from levels 80 to 85. For me, and I think for the majority of players, times 2 XP rates are just way too low. And I believe majority of the community that's coming to the server to play Cataclysm, many of them will be former players of Apollo 1, 2, 3, and other Cataclysm servers. So they don't want to go through this again. They probably leveled countless characters on all these Cataclysm, Wrath of the Lich King, TBC vanilla servers, and went through the 1 to 60 level range 100 times before, as did I. I would much rather prefer to have at least times 4 XP rates minimum. Ideally probably even times 7 and just doing random dungeon finder. Now one thing I would be willing to do with times 2 XP rates, if we have the boosted experience from Battlegrounds and leveling through Battlegrounds like I did on both Apollo 2 in 2020 and Apollo 3 in 2022, I just went all in leveling through Battlegrounds 1 to 85 essentially on those servers, and I was fine. They were both times 3 XP rates. It was okay. It was manageable. It was still a lot of time spent in there, and I only leveled 1 character plus 1 Death Knight, and leveling 1 to 60 on times 2, doing those BG spamming them is okay for me. I'm a PvP player. I enjoy leveling in BGs. I enjoy PvP on lower levels. It's fun, it's different, it's refreshing, but I just don't want to do the same questing again. I don't want to do the same dungeons again. I'm sick and tired of doing the same old dungeons. From 60 to 80, you can skip leveling, and then you level from 80 to 85 in Cataclysm zones with times 1.5 rates, which is still super slow. And it's super annoying to level with this low of XP rates, but it's manageable. 1 to 60 at times 2. Woo! Honestly, just seeing these XP rates, no matter how good the server is, I'm probably not going to be playing it unless they change it. Which all this is a subject to change, so this is not the final decision, luckily. And we have some special features also known from Whitemane when it was on Wrath of Lich King, such as Racial Shift, which allows you to swap your racial abilities with another race. This is definitely a good news. This may prevent some faction imbalance that we saw on Apollo 3. Ancestral Wisdom, each level 85 character increases XP and reputation gains of your whole account by 15%. This also stacks. Leveling in alt is going to be easier. Glad to hear that. They can even boost it to 30% per character. Auto learn. All new spells are learned automatically for free without the necessity of visiting your class trainer. Awesome change. This should have been on Classic actually and on any other private server. And this again makes it way better if you were to level through Battlegrounds. Because the problem with leveling through Battlegrounds has always been you don't have gold for spells, because Battlegrounds don't give you any gold or anything. So you had to do some questing in dungeons to actually be able to afford spells, but this way you don't have to do that. You also get your flight paths unlocked by default, except 80 to 85 zones. That's awesome. They could also make them instant, actually. Just saying. Support. It said that we have to list it as a feature, but our support team answers tickets in less than 40 days. No GDKP. It's banned, and gold buyers, gold sellers, bots will have a hard time playing on Maelstrom. Okay, good to hear. Mograine transfers. Transfer your Mograine character and receive account-wide title Crusader. We'll get back to this. Current phase. Currently Maelstrom is under closed development. And here's an announcement. Why do we open Cataclysm if it's very likely that WoW 4.0 will be a part of Classic experience? Because we feel we can do some things better than Classic does. We have seen a lot of feedback that falls on deaf ears of the company, but we can integrate it on Whitemane's Cataclysm realm. Now for some things we do different. TBC and Wrath of the Lich King skip. Once you reach level 60, your character will automatically receive a quest which grants him level 80 with starting green quality items, 150% flying, ready to start leveling in Hyjal. You can also choose to level up in Outland and Northrend, but due to our focus on Cataclysm only, we don't touch these zones. You have 5 times 85 level characters. All your future and existing characters shall receive additional 75% more XP and reputation. No currency cap. You can earn more than 4,000 Justice, Valor, Honor, and Conquest points. That is a really nice change. I would also like to see some catch-up mechanic. For instance, if you're getting extra XP and reputation, give extra Honor points, Valor points, Conquest, and Justice. So you don't have to, again, gear your alts for countless days. I'm also happy to announce that Maelstrom will be a house for Mograine characters. You'll be able to transfer one level 80 character with all their items and achievements. The character will also receive the Crusader title, an exclusive title rewarded to all of our valuable and dedicated players. The title will be account-wide, and all your existing and future characters will be granted this title. Transfers will open sometime after Realm Firsts are achieved. Maelstrom opens on 20th January. So we can still say it's a fresh Cataclysm realm because everybody's starting from zero. However, you will be able to transfer your characters if you played on Mograine. I assume that Mograine was their original Whitemane realm on Wrath of the Lich King that I played on. I'm not sure anymore. That was like, I don't know, 2 years ago now. I leveled one character to 80, I remember, and then I quit. So I might be able to transfer a character. Again, I may be wrong. Mograine might have been some other Sunwell realm or whatever, but I think it was the original Whitemane that I played on. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments if I'm right. On the Discord server, there are around 200 people right now, but Discord was created only 2 days ago, so the number will go up. Many people will be wondering about the population. I think there could easily be some 2,000 people online at launch, and I think that's minimum. Again, if they keep it times 2 XP rates, I think 50% people will be gone by 1 or 2 weeks. I think they will realize how long it takes to level and they're not gonna want to do it again. And there's also a suggestions channel, so it looks like they're open to suggestions and nothing's final at this point. So if you guys have any suggestions, now's the time to tell them. Go either to their Discord, go in the comments of this video, I'm sure they'll be watching, and say what you want to see, what you don't want to see. We have seen Apollo 2 in 2020, we have seen Apollo 3 this year, and we know what went wrong. We know the staff has to be active, the staff has to care, do events for people, make it interesting to play on the server, because this is Cataclysm. Cataclysm has been out for, what, 13 years now? So many private servers with Cataclysm. This has to be special. If anybody can make it work, I believe it's Whitemane, because I know they're not like all this gotta be Blizz-like, everything's gotta be exactly like it was 13 years ago, and no changes. I like that Whitemane is progressive and they don't have this old school stubborn mentality where everything's gotta be like it used to be. As for the things I would like to see, well, first, I remember playing on Whitemane on Wrath of the Lich King, and I know one thing that I missed a lot was a website. Their website was still in development. I'm not sure if we had Armory on Whitemane, but I know there was no PvP ladder. And for me, being a PvP player primarily, and wanting to climb the ladder, not being able to see my or somebody else's achievements, was a big no-go. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, well, why would I even play the arena if nobody can see my rating on the website and my achievements? I can't flex those because they're not there. I would really love a character auction. That's one of the biggest things that made me play on Twin Star and play on Apollo for all those years. I was able to switch characters, play whatever class I felt like, and trade them. I didn't have to level all from scratch, so having a character auction would be a big plus for me personally. And you could probably make some money off of it, selling currency and having people buying actual characters that somebody else leveled instead of level boosting. So for me, character auction is the way to go. And I'm kind of biased. I'm a PvP player first, although I love to play PvE and all kinds of stuff within the game too. I would really love to see Arena Spectator, spectate live games, or even spectate games from the past, seeing top teams, how they play, learning from the best. I would love to see solo PvP options, have PvP skirmishes for some smaller rewards. Let people play alone, incentivize people playing if their partner is not online. Most people that will want to play on Cataclysm are adults. We go to work, we go to school, we have to take care of things. We don't have as much time to play anymore. We don't have time to grind as much. We have limited time to play, so we're not able to sit there and wait for an arena partner whenever he shows up and decides he wants to play. There's no time for that anymore. So make it somehow possible that we can play solo. Also, why I say solo content is important. In the solo content, you're actually able to play against people, see how they play, DM him after the game and be like, hey man, I really liked your gameplay, let's play together sometime. And you instantly have a 2v2 arena partner off of that. Do events, get event masters, or make game masters do it. Do jumping events, do 1v1 events, do deathmatch arena, whatever. So many options. The potential is definitely there. People want to play Cataclysm. There just wasn't a decent Cataclysm option. The door is open. There's pretty much no competition. The timing is pretty much perfect because both the Wrath of the Lich King Classic and Dragonflight Hype will be down by January. I don't think any other private server is as open to changes as Whitemane is. I'm already seeing some really good suggestions in the suggestions channel on Discord, so you guys make sure to go to the suggestions. It's less than 2 months away. We'll see what Whitemane can do with Cataclysm. Wonder if they watched my video.